feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
All right, boy Trigger Man, back in the lab. And today, what we have here. All right, fellas, it's finally here. And this could be the one that changes the industry forever, okay? This is it. Electric HVLP spray gun. This is the Drizzle X, AKA DX, all right? So, yeah, this is a first of its kind, man. A first of its kind. Say goodbye to the air compressor. I've been saying that for the past year. A lot of people didn't want to hear, but it's here, okay? Comes with all kind of accessories. Gun goes in there. You get the 1.3, 1.5, 1.8, and inside the gun is a 1.0, all right? So definitely, this may be the one, man. This may be the one, all right? So in the kit, you'll get the gun, the cups, disposable liners, the canister itself with the locking collar, you get that. Also has, this comes off now where the motor was, where the motor is, and you get a filter. That way, all the air that this is blowing in is not building up on your motor, getting hot. So you'll have filters now. And this is some easy material here. You can make this out of something or purchase it probably from their website. But that's cool, that's cool. So you'll get that. Yeah, this may be it, man. Finally here. So again, you'll get some starter cups, a little bottle here for your thinner to squeeze in and clean out the gun, brush. They also sent me out this little card, pretty cool, Inokraft. You saw it before it made sense. An appreciation of Trigger Man, early believer. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Inokraft, for that. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna plug this sucker in. I plugged it in already to my power just to see, make sure it worked. And then the juice it had, went. You guys know the last couple videos I did the battery version for them, and it was just, zzz, you know, and it was just not fun. So to feel that power behind this, I think it's gonna atomize so great. But we're gonna see, man, we're gonna see. Oh, and as far as the paint, just something a little bit different today, a little different. I got some Porsche paint, L2, A2, all right? That's a pretty metallic green. So we're gonna put that down. I actually sprayed a Porsche overall here on the channel, and that was leftover paint from that. It's been a few years ago, but it is a video of that green, in case you're interested. And then we're also gonna put some of this here, chameleon powder, over it. Just to spice it up, play around today, you know, celebrate. You know, first gravity feed, electric, spray gun with disposable cup system that's made for the automotive guy, all right? So first of its kind, man. So we're gonna give it a try here, and this could be it, this could be it. No more of those expensive turbine guns. As you see, it's HVLP, it's just electric, so, and that's what we need, man, that's what we want. So I'm gonna go mix up this paint. I'm gonna do the hood and fender, base, then the color shift inside of a clear base coat, and then we'll clear it at the end, 2 coat to clear. So should replicate exactly what you would experience doing this on your vehicle. All right, so gonna mask up, mix up, and we'll get to it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to spray the gun, and it's just acting crazy. I don't know. I'm sure it's just me. The last gun I got was leaking all over the place, as you remember. Now this gun is acting crazy, so I'm sure it's just the batch that I get. So I go to pull the trigger, and then here on this side where it says spray gun, starting to leak. It's starting to leak from around that. I did it a while ago. And it's just pouring out of this. So I don't know what's going on there. And last time, a lot of you said that I had the pressure was up too high and it was pushing out. That's why it was. But now it's, as you can see, it's negative. It's closed. Like I don't even have it open. I don't know. But definitely there's paint coming out of the side here. We'll keep going. I'll keep trying to spray it, but I may have to stop. I'm not sure. You know, it's, like I said, paint's coming out of the side valve here for the how wide and how narrow. So I don't know. We'll continue.
Okay, I'm going to apologize in advance. The audio in this video is going to be a little all over the place, okay? The spray gun is pretty loud, and at times I'll lower it.
And I actually moved up to the 1.3 because I thought maybe the 1.0 was just too small. So this is the 1.3 in here, and it's not even. Yeah, so I don't know. I can't get it to do nothing, man. It's paint in here. It's full of paint. And I don't know. Let me turn the pressure. It's pressure control up. See what that does? Like more paint coming when I turn that out. All right, let's see.
Okay, I'm going to apologize in advance. You will notice that the audio in this video is going to be all over the place, okay? The spray gun is pretty loud. It's a pretty loud spray gun, and so that I don't blow your eardrums, I'll be adjusting it at times, but then you really won't hear me, the audio of me speaking in the video. So just know it'll be a little all over the place. So like I showed earlier, learn from my mistake. All right. You definitely need the pressure to be positive up. And it seems that the higher it's up, the better it flows. So yeah, it took me a while to figure that out. It's getting frustrated, but at least we got fluid coming out. Okay. Where do I start? Okay. The sound, like I said, it's pretty loud. It's louder than most other electric spray guns that I've tried.
All right, so that's better. Guess you need the pressure thing has to be open. Yeah. I mean, it's still a little funky, but all right, we'll roll. At least it's coming out now, so yeah. So yeah, the pressure, because the last video when it was leaking, a lot of people were saying that it was probably leaking on me because I had the pressure turned on and it's a gravity feed, so you shouldn't need to actually have pressure to push it down. So I'm not sure, I don't know, man. So but anyway, you need pressure up on it. All right, so let me go hit the fender and then we'll keep rolling.
Also, one thing I noticed with the spray gun, with either tip, with the 1.0 as well as the 1.3, it appears to be a little top heavy. The top of the fan, you know, it does seem to be a little top heavy, which is the reason you'll see towards the end, even throughout the video, not even at the end, but you'll see in the hood, it does have a few lines in the hood, which you'll see.
Much better. All right, we'll keep rolling.
But yeah, so you'll see here, I kind of try to correct those lines with some kind of a drop coat. But even in the drop coat, it's still the top end. It's a little heavy. Maybe it's something that with over time, different adjustments might correct that. And this is me showing, like, you know, when you normally clean your spray guns, the gravity feed spray gun, where you simply just plug in your air, pull the trigger. This gun doesn't perform that way, which, you know, I don't know. Again, it's my first time with the gun, so if I'm doing something that some of you guys know the answer to, which a lot of you are geniuses and you know these things, feel free to let me know in the comment section. But, you know, the whole reason everyone wants all of this whole gravity feed is to perform like a gravity feed regular spray gun. So, yeah, I couldn't clean it that way. I'm sure that if I take the head of it off, take it apart, separate the motor and the front of the spray gun with the tip and the needle, then that might work. But then at the same time, you really can't pull the trigger, spray the thinner through the gun and get it to clean that way. So it would kind of just be like a rinse, I guess. So here is the base coat blender with the shift pigment powder. Again, it does appear to be putting out a little more fluid now. And this is with the 1.3. It still just seems like it really needs more fluid coming out, you know. I know on camera right there, it looks like that's a lot. There's a lot of fluid coming out. And mainly what you see is, you see some fluid, but you see a lot of air, if that makes any sense to you. It's like the fluid to air ratio. It's just, I don't know. It's something I just can't put my finger on. But that's what you're seeing. That's what you're witnessing. And you'll see at the end, if you stay tuned to the clear coat, that's where you can really gauge what I'm talking about. See, when you see that right there, yeah, you're looking, you see a big wide fan, you see a lot of fluid, blah, blah, but not in actuality. You know, you see some fluid. You hear the machine going, and it gives that look like, yeah, it's a lot of, but it's not a lot of fluid coming out. Not a lot of fluid. As you see, I said that the top heavy, you see the lines in there. And these are possibly things that can fix with some adjusting, with some time with it. Okay, and I'm just going to show you here that, you know, whenever you're doing this thing with different pigments or flakes and you put inside of your gun, if you have a gravity feed, store it upside down, because all of those different flakes will sit in there, clog up, and then when you pull the trigger, they'll just splat. Or it may not even spray. So just always store your gun upside down so those pigments and flakes are suspended in whatever type of fluid you have in there, whether it be clear coat or base coat blender and those type of things. Okay. So yeah, I see the lines in there. That's why I'm still trying to do all these different drop coats side to side. And it's just, and you see, even with the drop coat, you see that line across the middle there, like it's still top heavy. I almost want to say top and bottom heavy. And I'm just speaking from my experience with the gun. I understand there are other influencers that have the gun that may have videos up or coming up, but I'm just speaking specifically with my experience with it from my first use out of the box. Okay. Now, of course, after some use, some adjustments, maybe things will change. Maybe. But hey, it's up for pre-sale. Links will be in the description and the comment section. Feel free. You guys wanted it. So before I shoot the clear, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in the 1.0. Even though in the beginning with the base coat, the 1.0 wasn't really doing anything. And that's the thing with different materials you have, different tips are going to work better. You know, different settings are going to work better. So you really have to play with this thing, you know. We just got lucky with the other. Out of the box, it was just full blast. No problems, you know. So this thing is a little more delicate, specific, lots of knobs, different things. So, you know, it's going to take a little more to get this thing going and dialed in. But I feel like once we get it dialed in, we should be good. And you see how here the hose doesn't reach? Something to keep in mind. Make sure when you put your cup onto the adapter, it's on the correct side so that the hose reaches there. Okay. Again, see, things like that, you know, so the cup only goes on one way. You know, normally you can just take a cup, put it on, spin it, and go. With this, you know, it has to go on the same side that the air tube vent opening is on the gun. So again, that's just another thing that I was just mentioning. You know, there's a lot of different specifics on this gun. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do the first half of the hood with the 1.0. And then I'm going to switch to the 1.3 to do the remaining side of the hood. And as you see, there's not a lot of fluid coming out. You know, that's, imagine doing a whole car like that. And remember, this is AmTech clear. This isn't some of that $1,000, you know, crazy clear, which a lot of you guys wouldn't be using anyway with this type of setup. So this is just a standard 2-to-1 clear. Yeah. Then I'm double coating it because I just feel like the first coat just really didn't get anything on there. And remember, the clear that I have sitting in there, double coating one side of the hood. I'm going to double coat the second half. So that's really 2 coats in one. And watch the amount of fluid that I have remaining after I finish the whole job, everything's done. Okay, so I'll take you right off the mount so you can see. Again, these videos with these electric guns, they're sometimes a little longer because I don't do a lot of editing. I like to show you right off the mount, right to the panel, so you see exactly what's what, because there is a lot of abracadabra that goes on out there. Okay, now I have in the 1.3. Okay, and as you see, a little more. But again, just tap into the comment section like right now and let me know, like, does it seem like to you like the fluid? And right now I have full fluid and I have the pressure open, you know, the negative and positive pressure. It's open, it's full. The fan is full. And I don't know. I don't get it. Again, I'm going back up, double coating it. So hypothetically, that's 2 full coats on the hood. Okay, 2 full coats. Straight off the mount, show you exactly what's going on. And I mean, for what everyone wanted, we want the 1.0, we want a 1.3. You know, the complaints about the 1.5 that originally was viral with the electric spray guns. I feel like it's not a difference. I'm going to say big difference. It's not a difference. You know, for everyone, 1.0, 1.3, it's not a big difference, you know. I'm thinking that without the filter in there, maybe I'll get more. And again, it's in my head, I want to say airflow, but it's not airflow. It has a lot of airflow. Like you see it right there. Like it's flowing. It's just a fluid. I just need more fluid out of it. I don't know. I'm looking like, what can I adjust? What can I do? And it's just, I almost want to say that these guns spray single stage better. Yeah, like solid color single stage. When it comes to with the clear, I mean, it looks good. Like, you know, most guys that's acceptable. You know, I'm just someone that I just like to see stuff fine, super fine. And that's just, it just bugs me that I can't get that. That's all, you know. Used every cheap spray gun, cheap pneumatic spray gun, Timu gun. Most guns I can do it, but it's just, it bugs me, it irritates me that I can't with this, you know. And this is the 1.3 again, full fan, full fluid, full pressure. So it's like everything is wide open. filter. I believe the filter is still off the back by the motor. So I'm just trying to just put the pedal to the metal, man, but I'm just not, you know.
Trigger man. Hey, bro. Bro, are you still playing with these damn electric guns, bro? This is why I've been gone, bro. I know a lot of subscribers been asking, where's the troll? But man, you just taking another route, bro, and I'm not with this, man, you know. I've been secretly working over at the Rainbow Ranch, 'cause he don't believe in none of these electric spray guns, bro. You'll never see one of these on the Rainbow Ranch channel. So I've been working behind the scenes. But to be honest with you, Trigger, he's musky. Yeah, man, so I'm gonna come on back. But bro, you gotta chill with this damn electric gun. Look at this thing, man. His Trigger, he's gonna sleep. I never seen the Trigger like this, bro. Oh, man. Trigger like, oh, man, I don't know, bro. I was gonna come back the other day and you got the little compressor. You got the bicycle pump compressor. And it's like, you just be doing stupid stuff, bro, you know. And I know you do it trying to help these DIY guys with the budget and, you know, but come on, man. It's like, it's a disgrace, bro, you know. It's a disgrace. Here we are again. It's gonna be SEMA. And we ain't going to know SEMA, you know. We're not gonna sit in the booth with the VersaFlow guys, man. We can't sit on the lap and take pictures like they do, you know. It's like, ah, Trigger. Look at this, man. This guy's falling asleep, bro. Oh, see? Your arm is hurting. You see? You see? I told you. All right, bro. I'm going to sit back, man, and we're going to renegotiate for me to come back, okay? Because you need me back, man. You've been dying over here. All right, spray on, brother. Spray on.
Now, when I did the thing with my arm, I'm not saying the spray gun is extremely heavy, okay? It's about as heavy as the other electric spray guns, but just when you have to move that slow, then it gets to, you know, it gets to wear on you. It gets to wear on you, you know. So as you see, it's okay. And this is more than acceptable, you know. It's just me just wanting to really just glass the thing out, but you see the peel. You know the deal. Flip it upside down so it gets closer and you can see that it's real. Okay, that's all. All right, so here we go with some more clear on the fender. And again, you see the speed that I have to go to really just get it on there and to lay down. Yes, I can move faster, but then it's really just going to be a bunch of rough, dry spray on there. And I just really want that thing to just lay down. You know, that's just the only thing that's bugging me. And I know for a fact, if there was a way I can get this thing to put out more fluid, I will get the results that I want to see. Okay. Maybe I would even have to go back up to the 1.5. The 1.5 is what these things originally started with. That was doable for us automotive paint guys, but everybody wanted 1.0, 1.2, 1.3, and then here we go. And I preached that from the beginning. I said that when it was a 1.5, I felt like it was okay. Because even like the Exodus Luma 3 is a 1.5. And that's fine. But you guys wanted it. So you got. All right. We got it done. We got it done. That's what we're looking like. I mean, it's got a little peel in it.
Got a little peel. A little peel. But it's to be expected. It's a SATA jet. I mean, it's electric. It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Yeah, so that's what we're looking like, man. You know, you guys wanted it. Gravity feed. And you got it, okay? So as of now, it has 2 cups left that comes in the kit, so that's a total of 5. 1.5, 1.8. So yeah, you see I switched over to the 1.3. That 1.0 is not gonna do nothing for you guys trying to paint your car. You know, if you have something small, real small thing you're trying to do, maybe a 1.0, but 1.3 is gonna be the go-to on this. Still a good amount of clear left. You know, 2 coats on the hood, 2 coats on the fender. It does seem like it could use a little more fluid volume coming out. I have the fluid set to full fluid. And to me, it just seems like it needs a little more fluid coming out, you know, to really give it, to wet it up, you know. Because I was moving pretty slow. You see on the hood, I was moving real slow. You just kind of got to just sit there with it, you know. And my clear isn't even all that thick, you know. The AmTech clear is not all that thick. So it should be able to just, you know, just go. But, you know, you had to kind of sit there with it. Arm was getting a little tired. Because the weight of it plus, you know, the amount of time you have to just sit there and just carve it. You have to carve it on there. It's not one of those, you know, just go and lay it down. You actually have to sit and carve that clear on there nice and slow. So for guys that are worried about getting runs because you're new at this, you know, excellent option for you. See, even on this, I went, sat there, slow with it, came down, came right back up, slow, double coated it, didn't run, and that's because there's not a lot of fluid coming out of there, you know. Doing an entire car, I think it's gonna be challenging, you know, especially for, you know, you guys that are, the arm, the weight, you know, because you gotta move slower with it. And again, the 1.0, definitely too slow. 1.3 was good, a little faster, but you saw the rate that I was going. So if you go back up to a 1.5, I'm sure that's gonna give you more material coming out, but then that defeats the whole purpose of what all of you guys were wanting. You want something with a smaller tip that'll give you a finer finish. So if you go right back up to the 1.5 just to get the speed, then you're gonna lose some of the texture, the fineness in the texture you're gonna lose. So you kind of gotta weigh that, you know. But I just want to be straight up with you guys, and you know, the gun does work. It's cool. And cleaning it is not the same as taking off the top canister there. Let me mount this. Let me mount the camera and show you what I mean. Okay, so normally, you know, you take off your, shit. I just had the damn thinner leak all over me. Okay, normally you would take off your canister, all right? Then you would take your spray gun, fill it with thinner, and then spray it. You know, that's not happening with this. A little bit thinner. Even cover the little porthole. So you hear that? It's got a lot of power. It says 800 watts, but it's just the flow. It just needs more flow. Yeah. So as far as cleaning it, I would assume you would have to put the canister, fill it up with thinner, put it on here, and then spray it like so. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a cleaning real quick. Ugh. We're gonna do it. So that's how you clean a gun. All right, so yeah, now I got 1 cup left over there. But that's gonna do it, man. That's it, gravity feed, Inokraft. You know, this is the final version of it, so they're going up for pre-sale. There will be links in the description and as well as pinned in the comment section. And that's what it is, man. So again, we'll get these out in the sun a little later, take a peek, and we'll catch you then.
Okay, so these are the results. You can get the results with the gun. Forgive me if I was just a little disappointed that I couldn't get the results that I wanted, but I'm sure after some time playing with the gun, dialing it in, I'm sure it'll be fine, okay? Furthermore, I'm sure it's fine for a lot of you guys' needs, but the trigger just likes to see that glass, man. You guys know how I am. You guys know me. But yeah, so that's it. Yeah, links will be in the description as well as in the comment section. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I know it was a little bit longer video, but I tried to be as detailed as possible and give you guys all of the information that I would like someone to give me. So links in the description, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.